Hmm. Hmm. It actually worked. Am I live right now? I'm actually live. That's interesting. It just happened before I was really ready to do that. Maybe we should just jump straight into that thing then. Like this. Did I scare the living bejesus out of you? Sorry about that. I'm just testing how YouTube works. This is the first time ever since I've streamed on YouTube, and I figured if I'm gonna stream on Facebook and all that stuff, then I need to multitask, or I need to presensify. I don't know. I'm just have to be smart about where this stream goes, and you know, maximize the output, as it were. So now I'm trying to figure out if there's anything special about YouTube compared to anything else. And if there is, then I need to know what that is. I need to know if it's stable. I need to know if the sound is okay. I need to know everything there is about YouTube because I've never been on YouTube before, like streaming. But I have heard some good stuff. So if this works, then I'm gonna start doing some pretty cool stuff. Because I really love freedom, right? And I figured freedom is a very relevant term right now, but it's also a very broad term because there's a lot of things that goes into freedom. So for me to really figure out what I want to do, I need to map out what I'm going to do. That makes no sense, I know, but I'm creating something and I want the streams in a way to be the platform where I test it. So I will map out what I'm going to do, testing, teaching things that will enable people to basically become free in their life, that be within mindset or knowledge or just techniques and exercises to go out of overwhelm and depression and anxiety and all that stuff, gain clarity, and also how to basically build your freedom life. So how to extract your passion, how to use that passion to create something online that is going to provide you with what you need to sustain your life. And then, if you want, empower others to do the same. Because if you do that, my philosophy is that if I get people to really understand that they are capable, that there is more out there for them to do online, in the world, inspire others, motivate, raise the frequency, right? If I do that and I create this little army of positive creators, I guess, then I have done a good thing. I have done something that I can be proud of. And for me, right now, that is everything freedom. That is being able to control your mind, being able to control your time, don't have to answer to people, being able to control your income, being able to have your income in a place that is not government ruled, where they can just print money willy-nilly and just don't care about you. You know, what happened to the little man? So that's my goal with this. It is the freedom formula. But it is broad, it's big, it's huge. So I need to figure out how to make that sustainable. Not really sustainable, but I think I'm streaming for myself. Now you might ask, what? How are you doing that? Because I'm streaming privately. Can I do that while I'm streaming? I can go public while I'm streaming. That's good. That's interesting. See, now I've already learned something. That I start streaming privately because I have my settings set to private. Which is kind of duh, but it's good to know. And then if what happens if I type anything in the YouTube chat? Will that arrive at my place, or this is a test? This is a test. Did that come up here? No. No, did not come up there. I guess that's not connected to this. Which I guess it's a lot to ask for everything to work the way I want. But it would be great if that was to happen. All right, so we have that settled. This is actually working. Let's see how the stream health is. No data, the stream is healthy. The stream health is excellent, it says. Ooh, I have no dropped frames, which is freaking excellent. Oh, does this mean that I can actually start to utilize everything, that I can do stuff again? Because that would be amazing. Let's listen to some music while we're doing this. My music. I love this. Simply love this song. Ha! First problem right there. We have to change the audio. There we go. Bass boosted. Little loud, little loud. I remember you. Of course I remember you. That was 𝐓𝐡𝐞, right? We played 𝐓𝐡𝐞, I believe. Because, yeah, I think we played 𝐓𝐡𝐞. And you showed me, don't tell me, Ragnarok, and I was riding your animals. I want to say that's what I remember. I'm currently testing. This was loud in my ears. I'm testing how to do it on YouTube. How to do all this on YouTube, because lots and stuff have happened since last time I was live. My life came crashing down. Everything kind of went to hell. So, but in a good way. Sounds weird, but in a good way. Because I learned a lot from that event. And now it's time to take that control back. So I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, and all that, and trying to create something that is going to be sustainable and actually help people in a big way. And I've made some powerful connections. When I say powerful connections, I mean I'm speaking to millionaires and billionaires on a daily level now. Although they're not really... They think about money all the time. That's all they think about. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stay in such a community, because that's not who I am, but I'm learning a lot. I'm getting a lot of good, interesting stuff from that. But this looks good. I mean, this looks like it's actually doing what it's supposed to do, which is great. 𝐓𝐡𝐞, yes. Netherlands, right? I do have a pretty good memory, because that is what I do. Kinda. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 I guess you came in from... Not Queen Derp, was it? Did we get introduced because of Queen Derp? Because I remember something about... Yeah. Belgium! Oh, that's amazing. Trying to figure out what I can do here now that is... How to get this congruent in a way. Because it needs to be congruent. I could actually add that chat into this. I don't know how that would be in, like... How that would become on future streams, but hey, frick it. That sounds awful. Let's try that. But no, that didn't work. Oh, of course I have the fade on now. So that's why. I'm trying to get into the streaming again, but it's now very much more intentional, if that makes sense. Bam. Yeah, and it's also congruent. I like this. Still playing 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Nice. Dude, you're the last person I played 𝐓𝐡𝐞 with. Like, you're seriously. The last time I played anything was you when I played 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Because I was still doing some stuff when we were doing that. I had to be a drag, basically, because it's kind of sucked. Having to sacrifice my time to do something that I really didn't know was possible. See, now I'm just showing you everything here. Oh, there you are. And then, what if I do this? And then this. And then maybe this. Doesn't look very pretty, but I have to think. Because this is not how we usually put in these chats. So I need to figure out a good way to do that so that it actually does what it's supposed to do. I mean, now it's there. Although it looks kind of crap. But hey. it works. For now. This is just a test. So now I have to see if I can have another window open without fucking up. Yes! You see, I have learned something. Over the years, I've actually learned how to produce content. Which is cool. Now, I also need some sort of a music track in the background. That's not going to be messing up everything. But before that, let's map out what I'm trying to do here. Because that's what my initial thought was. I'm going to map out what I am going to do with this stream so that I have a clear objective and a process that I'm going to follow when I'm going forward. And oh shit, this is a download? Fuck. There we go. Installing. I don't like installing things while I'm live. Sometimes that could go horribly wrong. Seemed to work now though. It seemed to have worked. What have you been up to, bro? What have you been up to since last time I spoke to you? Tell me the nitty-gritty. Give me the deets. I have done exactly the same thing. Just upgrading my mind, my life, getting connections, doing stuff to kind of promote this freedom thing. Bitcoin is all of a sudden big. This is actually a software. No, I need to create an account first. Damn it. Okay. Guess I understand that. Soon I will actually add something to the window next to me, because then you can see what I'm doing, and then you can have a little overview of what is to come, and then we will have a plan. Something that's first time in a long time. Illegal characters. Oh, you are. Please make a very powerful password. Just don't use any characters that is not just numbers and letters. I don't like this at all. I feel so naked when they ask for crappy passwords. Oh, something happened. I can see that you wrote. Playing a lot of 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and going to school like normal. I'm going to work from school now. Cool. Making a PowerPoint about different types of welds. That's interesting. I didn't know you were into welding. Also started mining some Bitcoin now. Ha! That's my boy. That's my boy. People need to do that. That is like, right now the banks are doing shit that I don't like. And yeah, the future is Bitcoin. People need to just get into that as soon as possible. How is the sound, by the way? Is it choppy? Is it okay? Is it yeah, is it good? Because last time when I was on Twitch, for some reason it was horrible. It kept on chopping. But then again, there was a dude there that they really didn't know what he was talking about, and that crapped out everything. Brace map. Organization map. Oh, there's a lot of things here. Oh, no. Mind, topic, cool, organization, tree, timeline, fishbone, matrix. Make it easy on me, would you? Dark, Zen. Let's do a Zen one. And then I'm going to subscribe. No, I don't want to subscribe. You told me this was freaking cool. There we go. Now I'm gonna see if I can put this right up onto the actual screen, and if I can't, well then I'm just gonna have to purchase that down to. Sound is great, awesome. For some reason that did not come up on the screen because of this. My PC, pretty good. That's an extra. Nice. You're actually mining Bitcoin on your PC? Isn't that like horribly... Like it's draining power from what I know. Used to. Or is that like that still? Now let's see. I should be able to add this thing into that thing right now. Window. No. Yes. New. And then mind map. I'm actually doing something constructive for once because it's been a while. Why do you always do that? Like, seriously. No! Damn. Yes. Yes. Alright, and then let's remove this because you don't need to see all that crap. Let's remove this. Then let's just do like this, and then of course do like this. Motherfucker. Like this then. Alright, there's a mind map there. That's good. Sound is great. Sounds amazing. For some reason, this thing that I put up here is not scrolling, which is sucky. My mom is making herself angry at the phone. Can't understand you. Those scammers. My mom is making herself angry at the phone. You can't understand me. What can't you understand? Did I say something? Or am I just completely lost in my thoughts? Because I might be thinking out loud and that it makes no sense. That happens quite a lot. Let me see now if this... Yeah, yes, that is... Ooh. Select the central topic with a click and then click tab. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Cool, you just added a child topic. Enter. Bam. Oh, nice. You're almost there. Press space and jot down what's in your mind. Bam. Oh, mind. Hooray, you did it. Okay, enter space. Type that thing. Amazing. Let's see. So how do I remove these? Just bam? Yes. All right. That's amazing. Space. Yes. Starting to get this. So now let's talk about what program you use to make such drawings. This, I just downloaded this after I started to talk to you, actually. So this was really easy. This is xmind.net. I think it was xmind.net. This is basically just mind map, and I've been studying mind maps. Like, this is one of the things that I want to teach, because when you can structure your thoughts and actually get a congruent thought out there, if you have a project, if you have something that you want to create, let's say that you want to create a course, this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to create a course live. I'm going to try to get down my thoughts and then structure that live, because then I have two sources of, well, footage. So it's basically just trying to be as efficient as possible. I'm sorry that if it's boring with no music. I've been building this a day at a time, and I started at Facebook, so I'm gonna have to share this on Facebook afterwards, trying to make it omnipresent through blogs and shit. It's gonna be interesting. Alright, so this is the FML method. I'm not actually sure if I want to call it the FML method, because there was people who I outranked them on Google, but they had a thing called the FML method. So maybe I should just call it the quantum holistic lifestyle is something that I called it. I've seen you in my For You page on TikTok. Well, that's interesting because I haven't been on TikTok in a while. That's very interesting. I want to start doing TikToks too. Let's just call it FML course, first of all. FML course, and then bam, bam. Oh, that's beautiful. So the FML project is about freedom, right? So we go from just first teaching about foundation, teaching about what makes us, hold up, which one was that? Did I do this? Yeah, I guess. First, teaching about the quantum physics, the field, and the electromagnetic things, basically the science behind law of attraction. Meditation and stuff, but that is not on that one. First the foundation, and then upgrading the mind. Biohacking. Then after that, it's the systems to get. Let's call them freedom systems. Freedom systems. Because that's kind of going up and taking your knowledge online, right? So that you can profit or make something online. Make a stable income that is going to sustain you. So foundation, and then you go into biohacking, and after that you learn the freedom systems. There is something that is missing here, where we go into the meditation, but that's also in foundation or biohacking. All right, let's put a pin on this one and then go into this one. Subtopic 1. Speed reading. I'm starting to think like maybe this is the meditation and stuff should be here, because this is also a foundation, right? The meditation is a foundation. That's weird. Why did you do that? You're doing it very different than those people on YouTube ads. They do e-commerce. Yeah. I hate those people. I hate people who go up. That's my biggest issue with this industry. Because the people on YouTube, the people on Facebook, these gurus, they go on there and they have basically just copy-pasted some course, right? And then they go on to social media and they say, earn 10K a month, earn 50K a month, how to earn 100K in 20 minutes. You know, all these idiots, they're just focusing on money. That's not what it's about. If you have the wrong values, if you are a person who's only focused on money, then you having money is not going to change shit. It's actually just going to make your life miserable, because it's like the lotto millionaires, right? If a person wins in the lottery, if it's a significant sum, they will actually have a course from the provider or the event holder teaching them about money, because they will be worse off if they just go willy-nilly with it. People often think that money is the biggest thing that people would go for, but I think that if you know that you can control your thoughts and your emotions, and then knowing your place in the universe, because this is going to go into quantum physics and things that is very complicated to kind of just breeze over, but it's going to make sense when you go in and do it, right? It's going to make you in complete control of your life. And it's like I'm always saying, it's like a bird having faith in its own wings. You're standing on a broken branch, but it doesn't matter because you can fly. So that's why but if everyone does that, too much people do e-commerce, like hash rates from Bitcoin mining over time, it drops. Yeah, exactly. And people, it's a trend. It's a huge trend. And so this is basically for those people who wants to, let's say, detach from the system. This is for those people who wants to achieve something in life, make an impact, and who wants to be in control over their emotions and their life. For instance, I was able to stop smoking, like, basically on command. And I've been able to do things that I wasn't able to do before. And I'm able to retain information and learn and learn and learn and learn. So I can basically be whatever I want. And also I did have a inoperable blood clot, and now I can do this. So it's about the freedom to do whatever you want, and knowing that your body is actually created quite differently as to what we are told through just medical mainstream science. because we have new science too. We have quantum physics, we have biohacking, we have epigenetics, things that mainstream science is still trying to. They don't really know how to approach this because some of this goes directly against the medications, right? And if this was to go mainstream, then the medication industry, the big pharma, would have a big issue and they would lose a lot of money. And because the world is about money, that is a big issue for a lot of people. They would be like, no, we can't let this happen because we are going to be bankrupt. I hate those people who just do things for the money. Meditation, quantum, the field. The field. I can go as far as I want. That's cool. And meditation. The field, which is quantum physics and that stuff. And then meditation. This is just a foundation. What's possible, I guess. Modern technology. I guess some people would get value from that because a lot of people don't know what you can do with modern technology. So teaching them that will just help them, I guess. Can I? Is it? Why can't? There we go. That's my thing. That's my. Now we're talking. But I don't like the fact that I can't. I wanted to kind of. Why can't I do that? Zen. Oh, it just got really big. Can I? Yeah, okay. Cool. Trying to figure out how I can make it how I want, basically. Okay, so there's a lot of themes to this. Auto balance map. Ooh, what happened? Foundation, freedom systems. All right, yeah, cool. That's actually what I wanted. Kinda, I guess. We'll have to see. Biohacking, speed reading. Then, of course, epigenetics. Oh, epigenetics. And then thoughts, I guess, but that's also in the field. That's what's great about this. We can actually just change that if that's not where we want it to be. Power of thoughts. Epigenetics, biohacking, freedom systems. So this could be website, and then distribution channel, but then again, I don't. This is just me brain farting all over the place, right? Just to see where I can find. This is the power of mind maps, basically. So I can see where my thoughts go, and then I can organize that, getting somewhat of a better understanding of what I'm actually trying to do. So, website, distribution channel, automation. That's a big one. Okay, so like that, I guess. Foundation, field, that is going to be an interesting one. The field. Here we have quantum physics. We have, I guess, can write law of attraction just to be having that there. See, this is where things get a little hard. Because, what the heck? Because quantum physics is basically the science that is all over the place. That's why I called it the quantum holistic lifestyle, because it is in everything. Quantum physics is every science out there. So quantum is hard to segment inside of a field, inside of the foundation, inside of everything, because it goes into everything in biohacking. It's a reason as to why biohacking works. Maybe change these around. Like that. Yeah, that looks better. Huh. The power of technology. Law of attraction. Science. And then speed reading, epigenetics. This is where we could actually add some stuff, because we have the emotional sleeve technique. We have the heart brain coherence technique. We have creating your higher self technique. It's going to be interesting to see how I'm going to teach this, because a lot of this is just intuitive. When you're in meditation, you're doing some stuff and then take it from there, basically. The audio stream's current bitrate. Is the sound still good, or is this just... Can you hear me? Is this kind of just YouTube trying to fool me? Because that wouldn't be the first time. Sounds still good. Why does it say that? That is weird. Oh yeah, well. We checked it, we're good. Alright, so... Thank you, by the way. It's great to have someone here to kind of bounce ideas off, or feedback, or see where we are with the whole thing. I'm also going to see if I can... Is it possible to share this stream while it's live? It is. All right. That is freaking great. So let's go in and let's just drop that into the page. Now, this is where we try to get congruent. This is where we're trying to do the whole omnipresent thing. Because the more omnipresent one can be, the better it is. Maybe I can drop it on a page. Oh shit, I just made a page. That's not supposed to happen. Drop it on a page and then share that page onto the main page, so that we are inceptioning this. Going big. And then blah. This is interesting. I'm looking forward to see how this works, because There we go. And then I go into mine and I just share that onto the page. Now we are everywhere. Now we are everywhere. There we go. After a time, that tree is becoming very big. That tree is going to be huge. And that's why I need to kind of make it congruent. So when I have made it bigger, or as big as I can, I need to find a place where I can start boxing things in, you know, because this is supposed to be the big, complete package, almost. This in itself is what I charge $5,000 for. So I'm going to do this on a, like this stream, and then I'm going to build it so that it can be made in a course that is easily, I guess, integrated, and that can go for free or very cheap, so that I don't have to spend very much time doing this personally with every single person. That's why this is kind of just making it more efficient. So quantum physics, blah blah blah, freedom systems. This actually has a lot. So this is within online business, for instance. Online business, that has a lot. Sales and conversions, and see, this is where it's going to be big, but then I have to segment it into different courses, or make it a big one, or make it, I don't know. I'm probably going to be open to suggestions, because this is going to be very interesting. Okay, but we got to think more about foundation. There's also, god dang it, there's another thing too. Freedom systems, because there's not just only, you know, starting an online business. There's also Bitcoin, and we have, that looked weird. We have a course for that already, so that I don't have to think about that. A friend of mine is a master on Bitcoin, so he's gonna help me a lot with that. I'm so psyched. I'm so stoked by that, because what's gonna come from all this, simply amazing. It is simply amazing, and it's going to blow lots of minds. All right. So meditation. First, you gotta know if, like, foundation meditation. Oh. Introduction. Advanced techniques. It's not really advanced, but you have to sit sometimes for some time, which some people don't like. Dogecoin. There's a thing called Dogecoin? Never heard of Dogecoin. Quantum meditation. That is basically when you meditate and you go into the 8th dimension, what people call it, it's interesting. What is the field? I guess this is something that could be the first one. So let's do like that, because quantum physics in itself is huge. And then let's, if it's possible to do that, so that I can go quantum physics, teach about the fields, the law of attraction, and the science. Actually go like this. The science, which is then going to explain the law of attraction. I hate the law of attraction. Let's do like this. Why the secret is shit. Not the shit. It is literally shit. It's like one of those woo-woo things that makes people think that all you have to do is go onto Instagram and think that, or just write, yes, I affirm, to get $1 million into your bank account in 2 weeks, and just, I deserve this. that's not how it works. I don't like how people are promoting that. It's a coin from Elon Musk. And because he's so powerful, he can basically control how the coin goes by one single Twitter tweet. When he wrote Bitcoin on Twitter and then Tesla bought all that Bitcoin, yeah, Elon Musk is making some big moves. And I love the fact that he called that Dogecoin, because that just speaks to his character. That is so Elon, you know. It's so... It's weird. Elon is a unique dude. It's very, very interesting to see how he works. Now, science. Maybe the science behind EMF. I'm not no, just the science, because this is gonna cover. Let's actually let's do like this. EMF. Nice. Let's noetics. Nice. Then oh, this is gonna be huge. You see, now that I'm getting this out there into the field. Why did I say the field? Now that I'm getting this out there on paper or onto the screen, I'm starting to see how big this could potentially be. So that's interesting. Now, foundation, meditation, modern technology, introduction, advanced techniques, quantum meditation. Quantum physics, the field. This is basically going to account for most of everything, because this is literally this is huge. So, what is the field? I wrote this great post to someone yesterday that I thought I should go back and look for, because it kind of explained the thing. I said, wow, he wrote a lot. Okay. So, what's your offer, bro? Been too widespread, and in my sense, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I do, but essentially I teach freedom. I teach people about the science and electromagnetic field that connects us to everything, coupled with quantum physics and ancient teachings. After that, I teach about how that plays into thoughts and emotions, and then how we can control those with techniques and exercises. Once one can install desirable emotional states on demand, one can start to take action towards a dream by setting goals, etc. After that, I teach some of the software and strategies needed to sell knowledge online. So my offer is freedom. I teach freedom to dreamers in all aspects of the word, based on the soul-crushing experiences that enabled me to teach it intuitively, because I've been at the most lows there is. The insane debt is just one of many gifts that has taught me priceless lessons. Self-accountability. This is interesting, because what I teach it's basically a mindset, but it's mindset coupled with quantum physics. You already teach people with your course. Yes. Well, yes and no. I have resources and stuff that I've been creating while I'm teaching people. But this is the first time I'm actually making it a course, so that I can just send people a link and this is it. You know, this is the first time I'm quantifying it, as if you will. Because I have been dealing with this for a long time, where I just have clients and we do this, we talk back and forth, and then they share some things, some issues, and then I just go into the teachings. But it's going to make it a lot easier and a lot cheaper for people if I just create something digital of it. and it's going to help me a lot too, because of this, I've been forced to, not work against my ethics. So I've almost starved because I couldn't work with someone who wasn't really moral in what they did, which is interesting. And I'm actually kind of proud of that, because that just tells me that my character is more important than money. Now I need to make a system that is actually going to provide for me, as it's also helping people change their entire life. But creating that, it needs a map first. This is that map. And I need to organize it and get it in a congruent fashion where I know how to teach it in a course. But mindset is huge, and I'm not sure if that should be before quantum physics or after or whatever. So let's just get that now down. Actually, I call it the quantum mindset. That does not matter, but it's, let's see. Okay, so that's not possible, huh? I could do... no, it's too big. It's too broad. I couldn't just say, this is the quantum mindset, and then teach them all about quantum physics and everything. And where did the power of the thought go? Power of thoughts is in biohacking, which is, it's true. I mean, it fits there, but it's not really... Let's take that over to you. Whoa. So the field, power of thoughts. Did you know that plants can actually hear you? There is a science to this, or there's actually measurable, tangible evidence of that. There is a dude called Evan Baxter. Is it Evan? I'm not sure. Baxter. And he actually had a school called Baxter's School of Lies, because he was a lie detector expert. So what he did, one time he was sitting in his office, and he was drinking coffee. And then all of a sudden he just figured, I wonder how long it would take that plant to suck up the water. I want to measure that. So he put probes into the actual plant to just measure the electromagnetic, or the EMF, the electromagnetic frequencies, or the output onto the lie detector as that plant sucked in water. His theory was that when that water hit those probes, it will make an output, or it would say so on the machine. But as that happened, the scale, or the oscillator, I guess, just flat out. It just died out, and he thought, what the hell is that all about? That is not illogical. That shouldn't happen. So what he did is he took a what was it? He thought that he should take the leaf into a sensor, right? Yes, electrical signals from the plants, and he compared two plants and said the good words to one. Oh no, yes, that too. But this is even better. Like, he was thinking about doing something to the plant. After he had those probes on the leaves, he thought he should burn the plant. He had the thought. He was looking at it and then thinking, if I was to get a signal, maybe I should burn the plant. And then all of a sudden it just went haywire, right? Because he had the thought, and then he got the matches, and then he started to kind of do it. And then the more he kind of faked that, said he was going to do it, but didn't do it, the more the curve flatlined again, because the plant basically called his bluff, which is amazing, right? And then he was making coffee, and he was going to clean out the mug. So he was about to throw that hot water into the sink just to clean it. All of a sudden, again, the plant, or the oscillator, went haywire. And he thought, what the hell? I'm not even close to the plant. I didn't even think about it. And then he took a swab. He was a scientist, right? So he took a swab from the sink, and there was all of these bacteria in there, and they were alive. So his theory is that the bacteria actually knew what's going to happen. This goes into quantum physics, where time is irrelevant. Time is everywhere at every time, right? So he was about to throw the coffee or the warm water in there. They feared for their life and sent an SOS that was picked up by the plant, and then that went haywire. That just started a completely new scientific leg. Like, they started to really explore this science. And now they have tested so many things that is amazing. Everything is one, and there is scientific evidence to back that up. Poor plant. Yes, right? Ooh, I love that. Dude, there's not a lot of people that would say poor plant. which is amazing. Like the plants in this house are healthy, they're big, they're like flush. And people ask, why are the plants so awesome? Why are their plants so beautiful? But they're actually being loved in this house. They're being talked to. They are a part of the house. And people don't understand it. People don't accept the fact that plants and fungi and trees and flowers and everything organic around us is connected, even either on a quantum fluctuation in a vacuum level on a Planck scale, or through hyphens of mycelia that goes around in the forest ground. There's so many things that connects everything, and to think that we are like segmented from nature, if you will, that we are these masters that just lives here and not a big integral part of nature itself is arrogant. You know, we are as much part of this as the plants, and we are in many ways like the plants. We're just different species of it all, different genetic compositions. It's really fucking interesting. So you're always saying good night to your plant. Well, not always. I'm not going to say always, but they are treated differently in this house, and I like that. It's kind of, I don't know, it's refreshing. And it's not just me, you know. So the whole this lifestyle, it's enabling me to see life differently, completely differently. Like I have this positive outlook on life, no matter what. Like if things are going to hell, I'm still smiling about it. It's so refreshing, amazingly refreshing. This accountability. Now we get to the hard stuff, what people are struggling with. And not forget water for 2 weeks. Yeah, I had actually one of the plants were about to die. We forgot to water it, and then it looked really bad. And then as I was watering it, I also water, you know, Masaru Emoto, the Japanese scientist, he figured out that the water molecules actually react to the emotions or the signals around it. So after that, I'm starting to appreciate the water a lot more, and I feel better. And then I did that with the water in there. I kind of blessed it, if you will, like, please, like, this plant needs you right now. Help him, right? And then in a matter of 30 minutes, you could see that the plant just now it's badass. I think it had a taste of death, and now it knows that it just has to enjoy life. So now it's huge. It's amazing. It's so weird. It's like compared to what I was like before, I'm completely different. I'm so different. It's insane. Accountability. And the other one is just compassion. Compassion and no strings attached. I'm gonna What did I miss on this? What's wrong with that? There was no. Okay. This is reciprocity. Is that cool, Google? Yes, thanks. That's nice. The plant has got, gosh, was floating above it. It could see itself. Plant. Out of plant experience. Yes, I love that. Oh, have you seen the show on Netflix called Afterlife? You haven't, you need to see that. It's amazing. It really makes you think. There we go. like that. I never watch Netflix or you never watch Netflix or TV except from news? You should shift that around. After I stopped watching the news, holy crap, my life completely changed around because news, let's face it, I mean, they won't make that much money if they just feed us positivity. And then with the negativity, there's just, you're being subconsciously programmed. You're seeing all these things all the time. For instance, if I didn't know about COVID, if people didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known at all because I live so isolated. And I see people who's just keeping up to date on the statistics and how this works and the death rates and everything. And they are, well, they're fearful. They're walking around and they don't trust anyone anymore. And I see some of these, you can see them. You can kind of see who is watching a lot of news and who's not. You look like a, from what I understand of you, you seem like a woke person, I guess. Someone who's aware, who's not just zombifying, you know? Just sitting there, just consuming and just taking it for as it is because you're into Bitcoin and all that stuff. So just that alone makes me feel safe for you. But some people are just, it's not good. It scares me. There we go. And I'm thinking about having someone on today on this. Just test that too, because I need to test. I need to test a lot of things just to see if it works, which is going to be very interesting to see. So no strings attached reciprocity, which is basically just give to give, don't give to get. Accountability, compassion, consistency. Oh. Ah! Damn. The last few days I've been really tense in my shoulders. Consistency. No strings attached reciprocity. And then passion, accountability. There are things that it will kind of go into biohacking, but it's also in the mindset. See, this is where it's hard because there's so many things and trying to categorize these things. Sometimes hard. I have to think. And I just realized something. I'm not algorithmically liked by Facebook right now because I'm linking to an external site. That's interesting. Facebook is going to block my posts. That too, I don't like Facebook. Should this be? Yes. Awareness of external awareness. Actually, awareness. Social media. News. Restrictions. There's so much. Power of thoughts. Maybe I should just try to walk through that as I'm here, because sometimes when I talk about it, it's easier to kind of get it in there. So, first of all, when I get people on, I ask them, what do you know about quantum physics? Or what do you know about your connection to the universe? And if people say, like, I know I'm a part of it, of course, and when I look up into the stars, it's infinitely big and all that, and I feel really small. And that I'm on a planet, and very material things, things that people see. Let's call it Newtonian, right? People are very Newtonian when they see stuff. So they see the big things. They see the everything that is of matter, and that could be explained by Einstein, I guess. But then again, Einstein was also into quantum physics somewhat. He didn't like to think that there was other things and quantum entanglement and stuff. He called it spooky actions at a distance. He also didn't believe in black holes, yet they were discovered in 1996. And this is what's interesting. Like, Einstein and a lot of other scientists have been onto something, and they have kind of completely moved away from a lot of the things that we have found afterwards, after the fact, after they died, because they couldn't wrap their minds around something that absurd, like quantum entanglement, that something can be at two places at the same time. So let's go through the field, what that is. If we picture that we are fish, that on the bottom of the ocean, there's two fish just swimming along, right? And then all of a sudden they meet this older fish, and the older fish asks, "How's the water?" And then the fish look at each other and say, "Well, it's fine, I guess." And then they swim along. And then they turn to each other and they ask, "What the hell is water?" Because they live in the water. It's part of their existence, and it's part of their life. It's always been there. It's their reality. They don't think there is more than water, right? That is their world. That's the field. We are encompassed in something that we cannot really see, but it is quantum fluctuations in a vacuum on a Planck scale. And let me go into explaining what that actually is. When you go into a atom, there is 99.9999999999999% empty space. And they thought that this was just how it is, like the atom is just empty. There is nothing in there. But we have found that energy, the emptiness, is energy with information. It's just information. So picture the space, the universe, cosmos, as full instead of being empty. Full of information, full of these subatomic particles flowing everywhere. And then what's important to realize is that we are of the same thing. People say that, well, we are made of the same thing as moon dust and that. Yeah, but it goes a little further than that. Because when we think, we emit energy. We emit information. We can measure this field. We can measure this electromagnetic energy around us. And when we think, there is a field of science called noetics that is the science of how thoughts can interact with matter. That works by our thoughts literally going into this field and interacting with it. There's an experiment called the Copenhagen double slit experiment, where they had a light shining on a wall, and then in the middle there was a wall with a slit in it, so a barrier, and then the light just went straight through that barrier and hit the back wall, and they could measure that. It was particles, right? They can measure the light particles, and their intention was to actually measure the drag of a particle, which is pretty insane. Like, what is the aerodynamics of this particle? But when they introduced another slit, what happened to that particle was it split up into waves. It became waves. And even the measuring instrument on the other side interfered with the readings. So what they came to understand is that our universe is actually comprised of fluid dynamics. Everything has to be pushed away in order to kind of make its way there. And if you can transmit energy, transmit information, and have this, I guess, view of the world as a thing of you. You are a part of the thing. You are the world is you, and then going into meditation to that degree, you can actually send out these particles or these waves that is going to interact with the field in another place. Quantum entanglement proves that a particle can be at two places at one time. 14 miles away is what we have found so far, but we have limited equipment. I mean, we are humans trying to figure out something that is so infinitely much bigger than us. We don't know how long that kind of stretches. And as far as the theory goes, everything started in one little ball, one little pea. And then an immense amount of energy split that into everything that we know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around that, but it's insane. And the powers that was at play at that point are still around. Like if we were to subtract, or if we were to extract power from a subatomic particle on a Planck scale, just 1% of that is enough to power the Earth for 1,000 years or 10,000 years or some insane number. Infinite energy, 0-point energy. And we are part of that. We have found the mathematical proof that we are a part of that. And so when you go in with that intention, that belief, I think that is the most important thing. When you know that is true, then it's the same with prayer. It's the same with well wishes, with everything. The thoughts that you're sending out in that prayer, in those well-meaning thoughts or prayers, does something. If they are of love, of compassion and stuff, they will vibrate on a higher level, meaning that they will travel, right? When they do that, they will interact, and sometimes they will actually interfere with the thing that you are thinking about. So there is actual evidence of people standing around a person doing this, and they can see physical changes on a screen as they are removing a tumor or something inside of them, which is just, they know that this is possible, so they just do it. I have gone and done some weird stuff. I've experienced some insane things, and I really didn't accredit it to anything. But now that I know about this, it's logical. Now it's more intentional. Now I know how it works. So what the first thing I need to do is teach people everything that I can about the field and just make it beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are part of it. For instance, these are negative and positive emotions and thoughts. That's what drives this. And on 9/11, there were a few satellites called GOES that picked up a spike in the electromagnetic field of the Earth. That as everyone on Earth received the news basically at the same time of the Twin Towers being hit in New York, you could see this boop. That was the physical representation of everyone on Earth having that bad feeling. That sparked a very big science endeavor called the Heart Math Institute, but also something that I don't really remember right now. But meditation was carried out in several different places, and they started to really test directly onto different events. Like a meditation group in some city actually decreased the crime rate and the accidents that happened in that city, in that area, as they meditated. There's a lot of things that is going on that we really cannot explain yet, but we're doing our best. Let's see. I'm sorry for doing this live. It's just I'm trying to get my my thoughts in order as well as working, so I'm actually responding to people as I'm doing this, as I'm thinking about how to structure the course and everything. Can you see it anywhere in full, like an email or anything? Sorry, I'm just gonna say that I'm in the stream, so sorry for this is so professional of me. There we go. There we go. Stian, is that you? Did you pop in? Did you walk onto Facebook and see? Yeah, there you are. Namaste, bada bing, bada boom. Hey, brother. What up? Just tell me if you want to go on here and talk. Maybe you can spark some. Maybe you can spark some ideas, because I'm trying to figure out the things that I need in the course. And bro, I have a feeling that it's gonna be a lot, because this is kind of this is taking the FML method to the next level. This is everything, because now I have done this face to face so many times that I need to really get it honed in, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking, I'm explaining, I'm trying to not teach a lot. I'm just trying to go through the entire thing so that I actually know that, that's the thing I forgot to talk about, you know. And there was something there, the field, the science. Actually, let's go with the field. Proof, because a lot of people have big issues trying to wrap their head around this. Then we just say 911. And then goes, oops, and then Schumann resonancy. This is great because it's this is like trying to peek into my mind and then trying to extract information from it. Quantum mindset is accountability, compassion, no strings attached, reciprocity, consistency, awareness of social media, news, and restrictions. What is the field? And then going into this, well, this could actually be up there. So, what is the field? The science, the electromagnetic frequencies, the noetics, historical references. I'm having a lot of technical issues with my computer set up with cam and such. Don't worry about that. If you want to jump onto the stream, we can just do that on Zoom. There's no problem. You know, I've been producing for a little while, so I can do this in technical ways, if that makes sense. You can do this from the phone if you want to. Like, yeah. See, I know how to incorporate shit, which is cool and interesting and fun. And after a while, I'm going to make a thing that is going to be able to, so that more people can actually join in too, which would be cool. Oh. Sorry, I'm right now, I'm inside of another screen here because something is never listening to me. And it just changes out the actual look. It's changing the look, changing the overlay every time. I'm trying to save it as one thing and it just doesn't listen. I actually can do this. Oh, this is amazing. Seriously, this is so amazing. That's good. Yeah, if you want to, do you want to join? Like, should I send you a Zoom link right now? Because I can do that. I'm just gonna add you as a guest on this thing so that when you're in, like, this is amazing. This is amazing. I love this. It's so weird to be streaming again because it fuels me, you know? And by doing this, I'm pleasing the algorithm, as it were. So everything is good. Now, I need to not make those. Which is the law of attraction? Where is law of LOA? Quantum physics, the field, LOA, why the secret is shit. So it's here, the field, LOA, why the secret is shit. I have to go in deeper because this is the science. Actually, this LOA could be behind there, actually. See, I have to get everything down first, and then I'm going to structure it so that I actually know where everything goes, because now I'm just brain dumping everything all over the place. Ooh, sorry for that. But yeah, Stian, do you want me to send you an invite? Because I can do that. And then, yeah, just tell me. And I'll do it. Until then, I need to figure out where I was. Science. Quantum physics, the field. Science, EMF. Care to elaborate on that? On what? Like if you want to have this live chat, then just say yes, and I will send you a link. Noetics, historical reference. Why the secret is shit goes human power of thoughts. This is actually pretty good. So neuro peptides. The heart. Frequencies. Guess actually that could probably be here. The heart frequencies. I'm thinking a lot. I don't know if you hear what I'm thinking. I think you do, but I'm gonna actually put on some music because that might help me. I love this song. I do. Why do you have to watch me and shut the fuck up then? If you want to be here and talk, just say yes. And I'll send you a link. And I'll take you on. Basically. And now I have to figure out... Oh, I like this song. Okay, just hold on a little bit. I am so multitasking, it's creepy. I'm also gonna see if this actually works on anything. So now, bro, you have a opportunity. If you want. Now I'm still thinking. Then I can actually test if this works on the to get live people on there as they can, because okay, a little context. Before, when I was streaming back in the day, I couldn't stream myself on the Skype call as well as going in and having the stream, simply because it didn't work, you know. So I had multiple sources of the camera. I had 2 cameras, 2 computers, streamed from one computer to the next. It was really an issue. It was a big issue. So now I'm able to use the camera on the stream while also using it to talk to the people I'm talking to, which is pretty awesome. Pretty amazing. You might have disappeared there, Stian, if that is correct, because I saw that you dropped out. That is completely okay. I shall figure out what this is. How to wrap all this together, because it's starting to really become a lot, and I think I have overcomplicated it. I could also just do a complete brain dump and then just organize it afterwards. Yes. I also have this, like, oh Lord. Freedom Systems website. That actually I can, let's do that. Let's jump onto another topic and then let the other one kind of mellow in the background and then figure out what I can do. Domain and hosting. Builder. Oops, actually that's probably better to just do like this, I would say. Builder, email, landing. There we go.
Yo,
What up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Then I will see if this works. I'll see if I can drag our faces onto the other screen. Can I see your camera? Wait, I actually don't need to see it if you don't want to.
Oh, I can fix the cam. No, there's something with the camera. I will see if I can. Oh,
This is interesting. I'm doing this as I am on another slide. This makes no sense to the people watching, but it is actually cool. Let's see. That there was no camera.
no, I couldn't figure out.
Couldn't figure out the camera. Just say if you don't want to be on screen. There's no problem. Wow, that's weird. Okay, I'm learning stuff. Yeah, I'm learning stuff. I can't. It looks like Zoom is hard to do any, like, if you don't have multi screens, Zoom seems to be a little problem to get in onto the thing. that makes no sense, right?
Well, it can make some sense, I guess, but not for my head right now. It doesn't.
You're tired? What's up with that?
I didn't have a good night's sleep, and today have been a rough start of the day, but still kicking and breathing, and
Nice. Me like.
that's how some days goes. Some days you just have to fight through them.
Yeah, tell me about it. Some days are horrible, some days are better.
Yeah, and the best is if you always just look on the bright side and find something good to focus on ahead, and just remember that no matter how hard something is and how terrible it might feel, it's always going over. So
100%.
just focusing on something better.
I also view it like if you have a super soul crushing, bad, like truly traumatic experience in life, it's basically just the precursor to something great is going to happen. Because it has happened if you just, I guess, believe. Because that's the thing. Sometimes people give up, but if you just hang in there, you will be surprised over what happens. And I have so many references, so many stories, so many experiences with just that. Now, I'm gonna try something. You're gonna be like we're gonna jump onto the actual stream now. And if this works, then I'm actually kind of proud of myself. Let's see. There we go. And then I will do that. And then, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. It worked. It freaking worked.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing. This, have you
Great
seen?
job.
Wait, yeah, you probably can't see the stream right now, can you?
No, I'm trying to work on that, but I can't.
Actually, you know what? Since I know that's gonna be hard because that's gonna mess up the user interface. I'm thinking. I'm meta thinking, basically.
Hey, don't overthink it, bro. Remember Kiss, please step it down.
Basically, if I was to, I could show you the screen of what I'm doing, but if I did that, then you would lose, or you wouldn't be able to see, or no, it would mess up the actual video, the actual thing. Actually, no, hold on. This is good because this makes me able to test a lot of stuff. Oh, damn. um, Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay.
Interesting indeed. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So, what do you think? Let's do an interview right now. What do you think the FML method should have? Like, what would be most beneficial in this program?
Can you ask the question in a different way? I mean, or simplify it like.
Yeah. Thinking. What would you say? What would you say is the biggest thing that is holding you back right now?
For me right now is I don't know, probably family. But right now, I think my thought on your question is that the FML should have like as you say, fulfillment, motivation, motivational love. It should have three so-called pathways: one for money, one for health, and one for movement. Or I mean, like, you should have three: money, family, and work, you know?
Yeah, I know what I mean. Now we have, it's almost like that. We have the mindset, which is the first thing where it, like, teach about the mindset, what you're capable of, what's possible. So once you feel like you're capable of doing that, then you're getting to learn the quantum physics and some of the meditations and what that can do. Like, what, how can you actually interact with the field, right? Through the science of law of attraction, and not just the secret and that stuff, but actually going in there and knowing what you do is going to produce results. And after that, then you're basically self accountable, you're self motivating, and if you're feeling bad, then you can go and install an emotion, like sleeve an emotion. And then the last part is the freedom system. So that could be the how to extract your passion from your life. Like, what are you good at? What are you good at? What do you love doing? If you watch your search history, what have you searched on? Which books have you read? What have you been doing lately? And what is your passion? And then creating a system that is going to sustain you, get your money for that knowledge by helping others do the same. That's where a lot of the things come in, like website and email and marketing and sales and psychology and branding, all that stuff, or just as simple as possible. But that is the three steps. It's like mindset, the connection, and then how to become free. How did that sound, by the way?
Yeah, that sound right and good.
So
It's like, uh, well, for instance, take examples from people I've met that seem to think that, oh, it's you're either this way or that way in a thought pattern and a belief pattern. And I'm saying to them, can you give me like an example, and what do you mean? Like, yeah, you're like Buddhist law of attraction person, or you're like Christian, just pray and believe person. I think you you don't necessarily need to be anything of a person. It all depends on what your mind self believe yourself to be. That's why when people say to me that, oh, you like this or that, I say, it's all up to you what you want to call me. I see myself as a free living human soul. And in that there is so much more possibilities, because I daily try to expand my mindset physically, socially, psychically, any way that I can, and kind of outside my comfort zone. And I think when you don't believe in the walls that have been built around you, you start to build your own. And when you build your own with no um, no desire of how high or big or strong they're gonna be, you just start to build with no concrete end goal. You have endless possibilities. And when you at the same time have a positive mental attitude towards crappy days, hurtful days, problematic days, situations, families, work, it doesn't matter. Whatever comes your way, if your mental attitude can overcome the things that be throwing your way, if it so be physical pain, you always gonna win.
100%. It's interesting that you said that some people would say like you're one specific category. You're Christian law of attraction, or you're Buddhist law of attraction, or you're whatever law of attraction. Because that's the problem I see with a lot of this. That's why we have wars, because people can't agree on a single thing, a single thought, right? So they have these discussions trying to be right by trying to label something that is older than time itself. You know, trying to make sense of something that was here long before we were even a afterthought of a fart. It was really interesting to see how some people would kind of put down other people by trying to say that there is a certain way of existing. Because the law of attraction, as far as I've seen through everything, is just being okay with who you are and being okay with whomever everyone else is, being in this world full of compassion and gratitude. And then just, for me personally, it's being this world, like being a part of everything, like knowing that you are a part of this and you don't want to wreak harm and havoc on it. So basically just take care of the ones around you and the earth that you are so lucky to be upon, basically. And then I guess you just get rewarded for that. You feel better about that. Your life becomes better by being a better person. It's quite logical, but people seem to diss that because they don't really understand that it's that simple. They have to label it.
100%.
It's one of those eternal mysteries, I guess. But hey, that's not going to stop everyone else that actually loves this to just love this, right? Because our life is not going to be any worse by them not thinking that what we live by is real or existing.
But I want to go on a mind bender.
Oh, please do.
If the case may be hypothetically that Joseph R. Biden is a clone from China and is not the real US president, what will happen in the coming months in USA, and are we going to see the fourth big world war?
I have no idea. I think we are in that world war right now. I think what's happening right now is just the next level of world war, because we have to stand up for who we are. We have to take care of whoever comes after us, because right now we're not doing a great job. And yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything that goes on in the US, which is interesting. I didn't even see the inauguration. I think that is the thing. Like, when you are so fulfilled and not afflicted, I guess, by external sources. For instance, what if he was a lizard king from the planet Nebula? Right? And he was here to harvest crow genitals to make really weird cocktails. Until he does that, until that happens, I don't think I like that. That's when I want to kind of worry, until that happens. Because a lot of people would kind of project their fear or project their worry or project what's going to come into the future instead of trying to just live right now.
True that, but to go from a crazy conspiracy kind of active thought to a more related this year future ahead thought, how can we better talk between people about vaccines without automatically be positive or negative for it, but be more analytical and skeptical.
Educate yourself. Learn what an mRNA vaccine really is. That's the thing. I think people seem to just do what the government tell them to do, or what everyone else say that they should do, but they don't really know what's going on. For instance, an mRNA vaccine actually alters your genetical sequence in your generations to come. The fact that we created this vaccine in a span of a year is nothing short of a medical miracle. So much so that it's not possible to have something that is actually going to help and be viable in such a short time span. That is just science. That is just the facts. People have been testing these things and making vaccines for so long that it takes years of case studies and testing and going up into the testing phases. And then after they have launched it, you actually have to monitor for side effects, right? And that could take years. The fact that this is an mRNA sequence or mRNA vaccine makes these side effects won't be seen for generations to come. My grandkids would be the ones who would see this, really. So the way I see it, the way everything has happened, the way things have been implemented under the guise of fear and these new restrictions that has to be done because of this and that and that and this, not to mention the freaking vaccine passport. I mean, this is just one little step in something that is going to change everything forever. So that's what I'm talking about. We are in the middle of a war right now. It's just fought in a very different way because this is smart. This is tactical. This is something that is going to affect us in the years to come, in the generations to come. It's going to alter human history. So I think because Bitcoin and everything is as it is right now, we have the tools to become free of the government, free of everything. And then if we can just get enough people to understand what's going on, as you said, you have the beautiful picture earlier with the math, right? 5% is awake, trying to make the other 95% see, but the 1% who's controlling everything else is trying to make the 5% not awake, 95, all that stuff, right?
Yes.
We need to work together, and I guess until something really drastic happens, like the internet goes out, or
But but sorry to interrupt you, brother, but the big thing I think that is actually changing right now and will, however you like the guy or look at the guy, but Elon Musk and all of the satellites putting up and the internet 3.0 and the future ahead with bitcoins and the availability to then live for yourself and be self with food and power and everything you need, that is going now.
yeah, then yeah, exactly. But then again, let's say that you go into this new world, this new. I think Elon Musk, he's a cool dude. I don't have anything against him, I guess. I mean, I like what he's doing, but he's so powerful that there is bound to be people that is trying to control what he's doing. There's always going to be someone who wants some sort of control over any technology that is going to have huge powers, right? And satellites and internet 3.0, I mean, if it's decentralized in a way where we could 100% know that we are free, like 100%, and there is no shadow of a doubt that you're not controlled in this, cool. Until then, I'm basically living on top of a mountain, and I'm very happy being here, not surrounded by a lot of things. Because if I choose to not turn on the TV or the internet, I don't know what's going on in the world. I just care of my family, and I try to do what I can to educate other people to be more self-accountable and live their life on their terms, and not having to basically live as everyone else wants. Because, for instance, I was in that prison of the government for a long time because they wanted to put me on disability. They wanted to put me on welfare checks. They wanted to do all these things to keep me comfortable. I did that for a long time. It wasn't until I faced the harsh reality of not having anything and chose not to take that I saw that, holy crap, I've been a lesser version of myself. I could have done something a long time ago, but I chose to have a safety net. I chose to not have that urgency. Now, of course, lots of stuff happened. Like, it's been hell, but that is what they're all talking about. That shift, that thing that you have to break free from. Because we are very, we're controlled in a very interesting way. There are people who's being controlled by police and militaries and just being fought, physically fought. And we have money that keeps us safe. And under this guise that nothing is wrong. That's so interesting. Because we're smart. They have to devise these things to basically see how they can trap us.
Yeah, it's it's been I've said it many times. I'm not quite sure if I've said it many times to you, but I've said it many times to other people that one of the best stand-up comedians and also actors, George Carlin, who died in 2008, I think, said it best when he said, if you really would like to enjoy living in your country, you should just go ahead and be just like the circus. Go on the first row, sit and enjoy the show, the freak show.
Yeah. 100%. The world has gone to shit. Right now, yesterday I heard that there was riots in Russia too. Just like there's a fucking, a civil war going on in Chile.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, I'm not sure what we can do about that, but we can certainly try to make sure that we teach people how to break free.
Well, for instance, one of the biggest things we can all, and me and you included, can all have a blank worksheet in front of us where we make 4 sides. And on these 4 sides, you have one desire zone, one disinterested zone, one distraction zone, and one drudgery zone. And then you decide where you're passionate, where you're proficient, where you're not passionate and not proficient. And you sort your day, because so many people say they don't have time, but we all have 24 hours a day.
Yeah, as you said that, I think I have one of those things, but it's not exactly the same. I have one that is going into my ideal client somewhere, but it's almost the same thing. What I want in them, what I don't want in them, what I can give to them, what I can improve, all that stuff. It's a good thing. Yeah.
For instance, I would like to just have an example. Desire zone: writing, strategic planning, hiring, client acquisition. And in the disinterest zone: PR, marketing, editing, vendor management, customer service. And the drudgery zone: accounting, networking, email, maintenance, filling. In the distraction zone: office, socializing, social media, surfing the internet, website building. And in the development zone, in the middle: coaching, mentoring, podcasting.
Did you say networking in the drudgery zone?
Yeah.
You don't like networking?
I like to. This was an example from Andrew.
I see. I see. Yeah, because I see like networking is one of the biggest reasons as to why I'm here. Because I made some.
I know. I know.
Yeah, made some pretty powerful friends. But yeah, it's good to have that plan because it makes it so much easier to kind of navigate your day and know what you want.
100%.
Yeah, I need to get better at that.
For instance, I haven't wrote my 2 pages out yet, but it's from Michael Hiet and company, freetofocus.com. There is a FreeTheFocus.com, you can download pages, morning and evening rituals worksheets, where you can write down activities, total time, the possible activities, and list them up. And then you can, by the on the other side, you can have a zone where you can see what's your passion, what's proficiency, what you have to eliminate, what you have to automate, and what you have to delegate. So you have a more focus and more clear case of what you want to do. So for instance, okay, today I want to make a podcast, I want to visit some family, I want to do some training, I want to do some shopping, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay, what's this different zones, and just check them out. And it's freethefocus.com, and you can print them for free. It's genius.
Nice. I like it. I think I've heard of Michael Hyatt actually from, I think it was Ryan Levesque. He had something about him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to get better at organizing and just getting stuff sorted. That's why I'm having this stream right now, because I needed to get started on the mind map. Needed to get started on content creation, and I needed to get started on making that god dang algorithm happy, you know.
Yeah.
But I think I have to leave a little bit. I have a few things I have to do before the day is done, and it's already noon.
And of course, I would like to mention the important thing: you have to write a not to-do list.
Oh yeah,
because if you're not writing what you're not going to do, you're definitely going to do it.
exactly. Yeah. Are you good at keeping up with that list?
I'm trying to.
That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, I'm working on the best thing I can do every day.
Yeah. I love it. Well, thank you for being here, bro. And expect more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you people watching this right now, if that is in the future or live, you can find Stian on, what is it? On Instagram is Stian the Phoenix, right? SS Show 2020.
SS Show 2020 and 3sm.no.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to hear more from him. He's he has intimate experience with the FML method, and he's still in it to iterate it, to make it easier, basically. Thank you for being here, bro.
Welcome, bro.
And I will talk to you the next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, and now I have to figure out if I can just go in here and activate this. Can I do that? Can I do that? Ooh, can I do that? I think I can do that. Let's see. Yes! Okay, so it works. The thing works. It's just a little pain. I need one of those, the Stream Deck. I need the Stream Deck. But now I'm going to scare the living crap out of you by having a video that's going to come on, and then it's going to be very abrupt, all right? Just be ready for it. And then I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to try to get on tomorrow, where I'll have more, because I have flushed out the mind map a little bit more. So until tomorrow, see ya. Take care of your fucking family. Peace.